Hey everyone, I'm Garrison and welcome back to the channel. So today, finally, I'll be doing my first listen / full-on review to Perplkiss's third mini album called memeM. Now, I know it's been a long wait for this particular album review, but thank you so much to y'all who've been patiently waiting for this album review. As some of you may know, I went crazy when I saw the initial teasers and highlight medley per se for this era of memeM. Seeing who got credited in terms of the lyrics and even on the composing side for these B-sides was just a lovely sight to see and to hear at the time. And then we went into memeM. I was blown away by that, especially by the verse 2 in that song, of course. And then the performance video for Pretty Psycho. I went crazy, but I had to constrain myself to say, hey guys, I'm still gonna have to provide more of an in-depth review when we get into the album review. And then fast forward, vacation break, really needed to take a break from life. I was really feeling that burnout per se from everything, studies, life things, the channel here. As much as I love showing my fanboyness when it comes to my favorite groups such as Perplkiss, as well as providing my analytical perspective on K-pop releases, I truly needed a break. But I'm feeling all refreshed up right now, and I'm ready to go. So enough talk, let's just get into this album review now. Alright everyone, so I actually brought up the performance video of Perplkiss's intro track for their third mini album called memeM, and this intro track being Intro Illusion. Now, I've been wanting to check this out, and somehow I missed it, or I either was thinking I better wait until the album. And yeah, I'm really curious how the choreo is gonna come out into play. It seems like they got these vertical lights propped up in this parkade, but let's go. Oh. 1, 2, 3. OC here in the fronts, but Swan. Wow, love those horns there. Okay, Yuki. Even some rap in this intro. Oh. Some work of the snare drum, but very dark with it all in all. And done like that. No way. How can this be an intro track, guys? Because it has like a good amount of like vocal work, and as well as Yuki coming through with her rap as well, and that kind of succession with Swan and now Goeun, and then in the vocal work. Wow, I'm blown away by this intro. I don't know, it's kind of debatable to say that you don't get these type of intros, maybe in terms of soundscape wise. Usually it's just fully instrumental, and it's done to really connect somehow to the title track by any respective idol group or soloist. Now, mind you, it still does that when it comes to Intro Illusion here into memeM. I think it links up fairly well, but from the vocal work, you know, to the rap, it could have been a separate song on its own in its full length. It could have went up to like a 3-minute mark, I could say, by that far, for sure. Because for me, as I hear some other intro tracks, and as well as full-on B-sides, I wouldn't say full-on though, those, you know, weird 1 minute 50 second or 2 minutes 30-second type songs that are, I don't know, in between an intro and a full-on track, which I think is an unfortunate trend that's going on right now. But I feel like this sticks, you know, 1:22, and there's choreo tied along to this intro track here, intro illusion. If anything, you know, when it comes to Purplekiss' intro tracks, they take it up another level. I feel like they're very on par when it comes to, I would say, my other favorite groups, such as Luna's intro tracks, Dreamcatcher's intro tracks, but pivoting into a different kind of way where they even do it with choreo as well, which you don't get often. Let's be real here. You don't get like these performance videos for intro tracks by any means, but when you do, it adds just so much depth to the intro track and a bigger understanding, and sets the tone, obviously, as always, as I say, for intro tracks for an album, mini album, you name it. And I'm sure the people behind memeM, same people behind memeM, were on this intro track as well, intro illusion. But let's just get into the next track now, shall we? Alright, so for the first B-side we have here is Oh My Gosh, also known as Joah. Now, I am seeing Cosmic Sound and Cosmic Girl working with Chaein on this B-side. We love to see it, especially not only seeing Chaein on the lyrics, but on the composing side. In my humblest opinion, when you also take part on the composing side to just provide that individual creative input goes a long way, especially early on in your career. And I can't even imagine how this one's gonna go in terms of style. It's been a long time since I heard the highlight medley and all. And in case you don't know who Cosmic Sound and Cosmic Girl is, they've worked with a lot of RBW artists in the past before, quite a bit with memeM, of course. More specifically, like Cosmic Girl worked with memeM's song Gleam, one of my favorite memeM songs out there, as well as To Be or Not To Be by Wanna, such a classic. But let's just get into Oh My Gosh now. Oh, interesting start here. Right away with Chaein. Love the bass in this. Ooh, digging the trap percussion in this, but most importantly, the chill vibes at the start here. Hey. Wow, Goeun. ZZZ. Ooh, Jian. The layering, the vocal layering in this is phenomenal, I've got to say. The build up with the snare. Ooh. Ooh, this breakdown with Chaein. Oh, what is this instrumental break though? Chia? What? In the ire? Those electronic drums. Man, this song just sends me, guys. Like, seriously. Oh my gosh. There's those strings again. Whoa. Purple on the top. Hey. Yeah. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Again. And ending off with Chaein in there. Wow. What a first B-side on this third mini album, guys. Wow. All I'm saying is Chaein has a bright future ahead of herself in terms of composing. And I really, really dig the lyrics in this song. But first things first, before I talk about soundscape-wise quite a bit about this song and why I truly love it, I, for one, don't talk much about line distribution unless it's, like, blatantly obviously where, like, one member gets, like, no lines or only, like, one line, or the case of, like, talking about how you may have a short amount of lines, but it's a matter of how effective those lines are. Sometimes, like, those small lines speak to me a lot when it comes to songs, but in this, if it wasn't obvious, Joeun took me by surprise, and that is good, because I've been wanting to hear more from Joeun, and I feel like this has to be one of the more fairer songs per se in terms of line distribution. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to line distribution at the end of the day, it's usually not always up to the singer-songwriters and the composers and such. It's up to the label, and honestly, certain parts can be taken up by any of the members and such. Now, keep that in mind. You know, you don't want to be. I feel like it's just sad to see people targeting songwriters and such about line distribution when it's not their decision at the end of the day majority of the time. But Joeun really rocked my world in this. She went crazy with it. And also what I digged about this is the tempo and how chill it was at the same time, even though they were using quite a bit of trap percussion. It wasn't too loud per se when it came down to the trap percussion. It has that lounge, chill feel to it, which I dig a lot. So you don't get songs like this much, honestly, that are chill yet not too slow in tempo, but fun with it, you know. And there are songs that I feel like that have that sing-alongable factor. I feel like this song has a good amount of that, especially that la 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 part, and parts where I'm gonna have to point out, obviously. But when you come through with music and perform songs at the end of the day, you have to master the skill of being able to capture the eyes of the viewers, the ears of the viewers and listeners, and such. And it's very important, you know, whether it's getting them involved and singing along, or making them captivated just by your dance moves and such, or provide some emotional connection in the song, and that's clearly shown in this when it comes to captivating our attention and making us feel so immersed in the song, very chill with it, yet a little bit fun with it at the same time. But we're gonna have to dive back into it again so I could break down some parts and re-listen to some parts that I need to understand and figure out more of. But yeah, let's just get back into it. So I would say, arrangement-wise, this song is pretty standard, and it goes to show you don't need anything intricate arrangement-wise for Purple Kiss to really rock our worlds with their beautiful, beautiful voices. But because right from the start here, I'm like, I just want to listen, guys. I just want to enjoy the song. Really love the amount of synth work, but as well as the different kind of percussions in this. See what I'm saying? The word I was looking for is playfulness. Playful. That's why it's so fun. The flow and the delivery of the lines are not constant. They're not linear. It switches up here and there ever so slightly. As much as there's added elements and instruments in the song here and there, there's a lot of that kind of vocal change up delivery in this song, yet it's not too drastic, so it keeps the chillness, the chill vibes in the song, which I dig a lot. Maybe a reference, Z, from one of their songs. Gotta love Yuki. The reason why I shine, I'm born with it. How can I say everything one by one? Of course, there's some lost in translation, but had it right from the start. The feeling's a bit different. I just stopped looking. Even that moment, and then this instrumental break caught me off guard, you feel me? But what I really liked about this instrumental break, it has this cool works of like a little bit of the cowbell, maybe that 808 cowbell that's ringing there. Let me point that out. It's like right here, right there. And these electronic elements going on and to play, and then I can't remember what that element is called, like the very sharp sounds in the back. Dun dun, you know what I'm saying? It as much as this song is like just a straight up chill pop track, this song has elements and instruments that derive from other genres that tend to be utilized in other genres, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Especially the trap percussion. But like, once Chaein came through in this moment, right? I was just so blown out of the water. Like she has great skills. It's just a matter of time of providing her lines, and I could hear that. I could hear that confidence. I don't know, because it's obviously when you put out songs, studio recorded and stuff, but I love this like confident delivery by Joeun so much in this moment. See what she comes through here? I told you, don't compare me to anyone. I'm different even from the feeling. This is tiring. Jess, what do you want to show off so much? I almost spilled my coffee. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so pretty much what I'm getting from here is truly about, it's like, like, why do you want to show off? But at the same time, why do you care so much about me? And no, you do your own thing. I'm just here. I'm just living my own life, right? And it's a true thing these days. People flexing, people doing. I had this whole conversation with my cousin, I swear, the other day ago at the mall, because he's at that sort of like high school phase and on moment in his life, and a lot of people these days, trust me, that do that, and it's like, why you gotta judge me? You know, focus on your own life. But at the same time, it's like, why do you want us to care about whatever you're showing off to us, whether it's your clothes or something? Yeah, it's an important thing to keep in mind, right? But you shouldn't care about what other people think. Just go your own way. But yeah, that like vocal layering in this song, it adds so much depth to the song. I feel like at the same time, you know, everyone should know that they're different in their own special way, in their own beautiful way, no matter what. You know, I may be standing still in this moment, but hey, I'm different from you, and at least I'm not similar to you in case of showing off and all that stuff, and bragging and all that stuff. But then more of like these confident lines provided to Joeun is spectacular. It's uncommon, can't even imagine it. I'm on another level. And I feel like it takes time, really, for us to have more self-confidence in ourselves and being less self-conscious. Admittedly, I'm self-conscious on a day-to-day basis. Still try my best to grow out of it and grow even more confidence. Obviously, it's not clear on the channel here, but off the channel, yeah, admittedly, I have my moments here and there. Oh, hold up. Purple on the top. I'm a shining star. I'm shining exceptionally. So beautiful, this vocal work, this line here by Chaein, how she brings it to the top there. Yes, Swan. Oh my gosh. Fuck. Bum, bum, bum. Almost forgot to mention about like this beautiful plucking of the string work or electronic element, dude. That little sort of bouncy sound going on. Love to hear it. And the la 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 la. And if we wear all black, you can see our colors. Now, this is truly more so, obviously, when it comes to Purple-Kiss. They're saying, hey, we're the real deal. We're one of a kind. Even if we wear all black together, you could see our true colors. And that's why purple be on the top, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's true though, you know? If they, even though they wear all the same colors and all that stuff, they have their own unique colors and they complement each other, especially when it comes to their voices and everything that they bring to the table. Wow, wow. A little bit of that 808 cowbell work at the ending there, Chaein and then boy, oh my goodness, I feel so blessed by this song and feel actually so relaxed. I don't know if that's the right word, but has to be one of my favorite really one of my top favorite B-sides coming from Purple-Kiss, and you might even end up seeing this on my top 22 list by the end of this year, of course. But let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is called Pretty Psycho. Now, I still remember that day when I went crazy for their performance video of it. Just how cinematic it was from start to finish. Loved every second, loved every minute of it. The sampling that I was surprised by, that I'm gonna have to point out again in this album review, and of course the vocal work at the same time. I know that Goeun and Yuki took part in the lyrics. We love to see it, but more specifically talking about Kim Do-hoon and Kang Ji-won. Some of you may already know in the inner works of RBW, working a lot with memeM and such. But for Purple-Kiss, Kang Ji-won has actually worked with them in the past before, like Ponzona and Can We Talk Again. Such classics by Purple-Kiss themselves. I'm saying that, I'm almost saying that like they're classics, all-time classics, but it's not that long since those songs are released. But in the future, I'm gonna continue saying that because I love those songs so much. But let's just get into Pretty Psycho now. I'm a freaky pucky, freaky. Oh, that bass line, as always, it goes crazy. The laughing there earlier. Every time with Swan. Wait, you're my stand though. Oh, I must have missed that in the performance. Okay. And the screaming. I'm a freaky pucky, pucky. I'm pretty psycho. Maestro, super catchy, easy to sing along to, and it adds a nice groove to it. Here we go. Yuki. And the Dosi. Just how they play off of each other so rapidly like this is so cool. I'm a freaky pucky. Freaky. Yeah, hands down on my top favorite B-sides on this mini album, even though I haven't heard the other B-sides yet. There's the sampling there. Ludwig van Beethoven. A bit of that cowbell. Oh, the piano. See what I'm saying? How they work off each other and then how they get to flex their vocal chops here and there. The da da, so catchy as well. Maestro, I'm a pretty psycho. Wow, yeah. As I was saying, near in the end there, the Ludwig van Beethoven Fifth Symphony in C minor. The fact that they brought that in, I was like, oh my goodness, I got flashbacks of high school again. But real talk though, really loved how they added that sampling in. Good amount of percussion, but as always, if anything I've learned over time when it comes down to Purple Kiss's songs, no matter what genre they work with or how everything is done stylistically, they always are able to showcase their voices so well and complement each other, play off of each other in different approaches every single time, and so much that you can't even predict how they're gonna come through with their own lines and all. And I'm getting this recommendation of their Mnet Pretty Psycho performance. Definitely gonna have to watch that on my own time because I love this song. But now let's just dive into the second listen right away, so I could like pause and break down things that I wanted to talk more about, especially hearing it again, guys, after so long, after my break and all. But yeah, let's go back into this. I'm a freaky pucky, freaky. Yep, that bass line. What's in my head? What's in my bed? Out of mind. Really dig this moment though by Swan right here. That doubling, right? That doubling addition when they mix the vocals or in the production, right? Where it's where she goes, what's in my head, there's more of that doubling, and then later on, what's in my bed, right? I really love that detail there. Wait. See what I'm saying? And then I just this era at OC, she's wrecking me so hard. I kept telling my friends during the pre-debut days, it's either OC or Goeun or Joah being the bias, and the next thing you know, I'm wrecked by all of the members when they debuted and as such, especially Swan. But OC this era, and then you are my stan. Though this has to be real, right? Like I can't believe these are the actual lyrics in Dosi's lines here. Sort of like these claps going on of some sort, and then like this provides this mysterious feel, and then I'm a freaky pucky, pucky, freaky. I'm pretty psycho. I'm a bad idol. I'll do it my way. And just like how Maestro and Psycho come into the play, I sort of get it, you know. I talk about like I'm a bad idol, and you know, but I am the maestro of this show. I am pulling these strings. And if I recall correctly, back on the performance video, I mean, it could be integrated into the lore, because to be real with you guys, I've been keeping up with the lore for all of my groups that I'm following and artists that I truly love, that are my favorites, because it's really hard to keep up at the end of the day, admittedly, for me. But just I remember that the scissors cutting the string and on, it sort of connects, you know, like I am in control of everything. And it says right here, I'm a bad idol, oh my, I'll do it my way. See what I'm saying? Like, when you do more and more listens, it's never the same the first time around, especially when it comes to Purplekiss. They take you on a trip, they take you on a journey all the time. The emphasis on the second psycho there. And it's early on, way early on, right? The Ludwig van Beethoven in Fifth Symphony in C minor. I just have a habit of saying the whole thing because I just remember the band days, going through all that stuff, music theory, history, all that stuff. Maestro, I'm a pretty psycho, on my way. I love how she takes this approach, on my way, Jikyo, it's just so cool, and just the swagger that she provides here, the presence. That breakdown with the snares or the hi-hats. And even though, see, purple on the top. Yeah, so playful with it. In a creepy manner, though. And then later on, I actually want to go to the part where I was like blown away on first listen. You hear a bit of that cowbell playing and the piano. Now, was it here? Actually, it was here. Yeah. How they are able to integrate the screaming and play with us like that, and not do it like too loud, is everything. I feel like when you're using sampling of screaming, you're playing a risky game and having it in a song and all, especially when it comes to like screaming or like, you know, sharp samplings that could be too overwhelming. But all in all, the way that they integrate that, you know, from the instrumental break to the interlude that was going on into the bridge, like all things were considered, right? I'm saying I'm still blown away, but I'm not surprised by, you know, the team in the works at RBW and the caliber that Purplekiss continues to show, right? Just the skill level, and how it shows how multifaceted they are. You hear a bit of that shakers going on in the song at the same time. Hey. Wow. Just so rich to my ears and sounding. That is what I call a spectacular masterpiece. But let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next song is called Joah. Now I'm seeing Chaein solely by herself in terms of the lyrics department. We love to see it, so I feel like we're gonna get even more of that influence by her. We're gonna feel it and sense it right away. And she also took part on the composing side with Dave in-house, of course, at RBW, but let's go. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, 이럴 줄은 몰랐어. 내 맘이 어려워. 나도 알 수가 없어. 내 맘이 어디로 흘러갔는지.
Yes, Chaein. Better not go in. Really love just the simple guitar work and the snapping in this. Ooh. Wow, that drop there. So soothing, easy to listen to. Ooh, Yuki. This sort of like sing rap that's going on by her. It works so well in this song. Quite melancholy per se, but has a nice tempo to it. Like I said, very soothing. I like it. I can't be like this. All my thoughts are of you. Oh, the background vocals by the members. Yeah. Yeah. Again. Wow, Joah. Now, right away, I'm gonna say, arrangement-wise, as some may know, there are very rare cases where I enjoy a song without a bridge. You know, this is very simple with it. Have a simple, straightforward, like a second verse, and then bring it back to like a pre-chorus and chorus. And even though they did that for a good amount of length song, like 3 minutes 15 seconds ish, I didn't feel like this was repetitive by any means. It didn't feel repetitive by any means. I think that moment by, of course, Yuki, her sing rap approach and flow added so much to the song, and it felt so satisfying. And obviously, Chaein slayed this. She went off in this, but the way that, you know, Swan and Goeun and others able to use certain vocal techniques ever so slightly in the most subtle kind of manner. Yeah, I could see myself chilling and listening to this song. By no means, it's not like, on the repeat by any means, every second, every hour, but I could see myself looking back upon this track, listening to the back upon this track, and be like, yes, it has a lot of replay value to it, right? Even though it may seem repetitive, but it's actually not, right? Very simple with it in terms of the guitar work, as well as the moments, other instruments that I'm gonna have to point out in the second listen as well. Very straightforward, not complex with it, and that's what I like. It's easy going with it, soothing to listen to and all. Yeah, nothing too complicated, but also very straightforward in terms of the message. What I really like is sort of how this song paints a picture, right? There is a lot of these lines point and put out a question, right? It says right here, I don't know either, to where is my heart going? It's sort of like this self-reflection, more so self-questioning of one's self, like, why do I feel this way? What am I doing? And all that stuff. Is this truly how I should feel? Or how my heart should feel? Oh, this line here, I just realized it by Goeun. To me, who will cherish and love you more than anyone else. Ooh, what a beautiful line. But then it's like, you're not here, you're not here. The vocal layering in this as well, beautiful. And there's a good amount of that keyboard work in this as well. A lot, actually. As much as the guitar work in this. Bit of the distorting of the bass, not being too distorted, but it's just there in the back ever so slightly. Well, another song that's titled Joah that I'm gonna love for many years. Can't you like me? Oh, I'm like this again. Oh yeah, this part here, yeah. The way that it's not like, okay, at this point right here, that vocal technique and how Chaein here herself, you seem too busy today too, the interjection of her line here right away immediately, not a brief break in between until Chaein right after, right, Goeun, right? I just love how her line interjects, you know, intercepts right here per se. One of my favorite moments in the song. And if you thought it wouldn't even be better, Yuki with her rapid, like, not too rapid, but quick sing rap in this. It's sort of like talking to oneself, but almost feels like almost to this other person, you know? I was drawn to you, yeah, the moment I first saw you. I guess it wasn't you. I guess it was just my wish, you know. It's really good to think, you know. Is it just my desire? Is it just my want at this point? But it seems like, based on the lyrics here, it's like this moment's like we're in a relationship, but it just doesn't feel the same way anymore. But why do I start, you know, why am I still gravitating to you still a bit, but also, you know, fine with being on my own, right? It's complicated. And then here, I really love how the drums get added into. I can't let you go. I think I'll regret it if I keep going like this. It's hard. It's hard to move on, I think. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's the same every day between us, even if I know that the only one that changes is me. Woof. At least too in this song, it's about that recognition, you know. I like it, but oh, I can't be like this. All my thoughts are of you, you know. There's that recognition moment. Do. Even love the ending with the guitar, how we started with the guitar and we end with the guitar. Beautiful. Guys, I feel so at ease after listening to Joah twice, but let's just get into the next B-side now. So this next song is called Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me. Now this was one of the huge notables when I first heard the highlight medley with you guys, if I recall correctly, and I'm seeing Lee who sang on this, taking part on this. If you guys are not familiar, has worked with a lot of my favorites like IZ*ONE, From It's 9, and their song Clover. And I'm also seeing Yuki taking part in the lyrics. I'm sure like her rap lines, assuming Lee, but let's just dive into it right away. Ooh, sounds very light with it so far. Yeah, especially the plucking going on here. What a lovely start with Dosi. Ooh. Oh my, Swan! Really love how this song is light with it, bright sounding right off the bat. Ooh, wow! So sweet sounding, yeah. It feels almost uplifting, right? The ooze with the swan and how they... Jian. Wow. The lyrics are so beautiful in this too. Like everything works hand in hand. I'm saying already, guys, one of my favorite B-sides from Pervokist to date. Ooh. Oh, where's this going with the snare drums? Goeun's like vocal work there, and like Chaein and Yuki bit at the end there before the end. But hate me, hurt me, love me. A song that, if it wasn't obvious, that I can't help but jive, have fun to, it truly made me smile. It felt very uplifting and very consoling, and that's why I love music at the end of the day, no matter what genre. If it is a great song, it can help console you in different ways, you know, whether it's your lowest of lows, highest of highs, you feel me? And Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me is that special song. And I'm going to say it right away here before I go into the second listen and talk more about this song. It's immediately right up there with Skip Skip, you know, and I would say Period, and then actually let's go through it all. Yeah, Cast Pearls Before Swine. I mean, I have a lot of favorites. I love all their B-sides at the end of the day, but it's really up there in my type of personal echelon there, right? And wow, I just feel like I'm at a loss for words after listening to this, seeing how the vocals came into play, way more bright sounding, especially by Swan, how she lifts it up in that moment at the start of the song, and yet the energy is very constant with it, you know. It's not constantly switching, it's just still there, and it gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and it's just so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. It changed me in this moment, you know. I felt so at ease at times throughout this listen, you know. I felt like, oh, that goes crazy, and now I'm like, I feel like I'm on a whole roller coaster during this first listen, not gonna lie, this whole album review. But yeah, I emphasized this in the past before. Having a good song is one thing, but if you can provide some emotional impact or something emotionally captivating, as well as have meaningful lyrics, you take it on whole different levels. And that's why I put Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me up there as one of my top favorite Purple Kiss B-sides. But let's just get back into it right away. You know, you could hear in the distance that string instrument, and I love how it was like mixed and mastered like that. How it's done like that in the overall composition. And it's more direct with the plucking here, but I love how Dosi sets the tone of the song, very light with it, light on the feet per se. And it just feels like coming like a rebound moment almost, where it's like I'm coming from a moment of pain and hurt and all that stuff, but from now on it's like moving on from that initial moment and such. But it's Dosi's line right here: that day I cried because I was hurting, that day I was happy because I liked it. And now what I'm thinking here is the moments in our life, you know, not just one moment, the several moments in our life where I feel like hate is a strong word. That's why I use dislike a lot when I dislike certain stuff or an action or something in society. But hate is a strong word. Hurt is a strong word. Love is a powerful word, and I love how they titled that and integrated that in the lyrics. But what I'm getting here, there's those sort of hateful moments that you don't want to relive, or those hate moments where it's like I don't want to go through. It's hard to go through this right now, and those hurtful moments where it got you crying and got you in pain. But then there's those lovely moments like that was said here. That day I was happy because I liked it, and I feel like it's not talking about that day where that day was crying, because it's pointing out specifically that day I cried because I was hurting. And then there was that day I was happy because I liked it. So I think it was absolutely brilliant how the lyrics were laid out like this. A clumsy meeting and breakup, a complex whisper of feelings. There's always those moments that your feelings feel so complicated, you know, or having a mixture of feelings. And love is powerful, not just love in the sense of loving a significant other one in a relationship, but love in general needs to be done a lot more. Our close ones, our family members, and as such, our friends. It's it's hard to take in, accept it, but it's also hard to put it out. But I feel like we got to appreciate our moments with the ones that we're close to, and live in the moment, and appreciate every little thing, right? I really love this moment by Swan, how she picks it up even more, right? The way how she does this, it makes me feel like she can pull off a Disney OST. Right. Then again, now I think about it, like, okay, sure, like they've covered together as a whole Disney OSTs, like Disney songs and such. I did a whole video about it too. But like having a whole Disney song by herself, maybe like even not even that, like maybe just have the Korean version of a Disney song, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they do that for Disney releases. Or just Purple Kiss as a whole, to do that, it would be huge. But that's what I said, like, when it comes to them using different genres, like ballads, like R&B earlier on in this review, it's just a beautiful thing to hear. I don't know what else can I say, right? It's just... life-changing is a big thing, but I feel like these songs by Purple Kiss are good. Specific songs, I wouldn't say all of these songs, but most of these songs are gonna be in moments where it's like, oh, I remember a time when I listened to this Purple Kiss song, and remember this time in an event, because there are some songs in our lives that do that to us. For example, I remember there were some releases by like EXO that I stayed up till in the early morning and waiting on a school day, or after an exam going to check out the latest release of a certain group, or times where I felt so down and I listened to a particular song, and there's that go-to song, and I feel like Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me can truly do that. I'm not sure about you guys, but for me, I think in the future it might be that song. It might be that song. So beautiful. It's so adorable. When the wounds are about to heal, are we growing up? You and I, hate me, right here, hate me, hurt me, say you love me. I'll hashtag it, love story. Now I feel like this really tackles like the you and I aspect with someone else, and like we may have our times where we hate each other, where we hurt each other in our feelings, but there are times where we are able to say we should say you love me, or it's like we do say that we love each other, or we should, after through all this, we should still say each other we love each other, because at the end of the day, that is the true feelings that we have for each other. Because there are some times in our lives where we say things that we don't mean, and wow, just not gonna lie, I want to hear it. See? The integration of the guitar is brilliant, and the plucking still. This moment, right? I believe this is by Joeun. Is just so sweet, and I love how it plays off of Yuki a bit, and then it brings it back to Yuki. Don't mind the little fights, just let them pass by. Ever find yourself in a fight, in an argument where you're fighting about trivial things in life, bunch of nonsense, where the tap's broken, or whether it's like you can't find a particular item in the house or something, like the trivial things in life, and next thing you go, it's a full-blown argument and all that stuff for no crazy good reason, right? And it's like it says right here, don't mind the little fights, just let them pass by and move on, right? Love the transition here immediately, right, into it's this part right here with the drum kits. With Ire, I believe. And these snare drums, I believe. Yeah, these snare drums. Yeah, these are the snare drums. In this brilliant moment. Just have Nago in there, and then right away with Chaein. Beautiful. Acoustic guitar and electronic drums. And just the chanting there, the hate me, hurt me, love me, in the back there near in the end here, so beautiful. Great addition. You can tell all details were considered, not only on the instrumental side, but the vocal delivery, the syllables and the lines, and the meaning and message behind the song in terms of the lyrics. Oh. Yeah, the synth work was great as well. Beautiful, just beautiful. It's hard, you know? As much as I love Pretty Psycho, I love Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me so much. I would love to see like a live singing of this or performance of this in the future for sure. But let's just get into the next B-side. I believe it's the final one. I'll correct myself if it's not, but let's just get into the next one. So this final B-side is called Cursor. Now I'm seeing Chaein and Yuki solely in terms of lyrics, but I'm also seeing Chaein and Dave on the composing side, so this has to be a special song. Especially when I was bringing this up, I noticed that they uploaded live clips to some of their tracks, so I'm gonna have to check those out in a separate video for sure to really soak in the performances, but more so also keep things separate from keeping too long of a video and have it in this album review. But let's just go. Ooh.
잠시 멈춘 달림을 느낀다 내가 보이면 거짓말로 가득한
In a world full of lies,
세상에
I cover myself up. Ooh. The constant strumming and then the acoustic guitar, more so on the right side. I'd be consoled.
Never seen myself before, never felt so all alone.
Oh my. Add in the drums. What? Okay. I don't even know what to say anymore. The piano here. Wow. What? Man, these subtle switch-ups in the song are just so impactful. Not only just for the sake to be impactful, but it hits me emotionally. Sing it. Oh, I feel like a wreck now. Oh my goodness. Cursor, this song is so special. Not only how the electronic instrumental in the postcards with Osi goes, but the lyrics and the English lines being sensical with it, and the emotional delivery by all of the members, it just hits you, cuts you. It's so deep, and it sort of reminds me back at the time when I first listened to Period. I was just like lifted off my feet and was just hit so emotionally, right? And I'd say way different, right? It's different than Cursor. And as some of you may know, I'm a sucker for phenomenal vocals. I'm a sucker for ballads. I'm a sucker for pop ballads. You name it. But over time, I've grown a taste to become more picky when it comes to pop ballads, slower in tempo type songs, because there is this traditional way you do things for OSTs, for K-dramas, and ballads in general and stuff like that. But the way, how is it even possible in Cursor here, where there is that subtle switch up transition into a different section in the song, right? Not only one time, but multiple times. But you have such an emotional impact. It feels very empowering almost, you know? And Cursor, there's a bit of relatability in this, quite relatable with it. Actually, I got so lost, I kept also in the back of my mind, I was thinking, Cursor. All I can think about, because I deal with like computers a lot, Cursor. Just the definition, because I don't want to think about computer cursor, right? Movable indicator, blah, blah, blah. I gotta find this. A vertical line. Now, how I see it, right? How I see in terms of Cursor, I sort of think about this song is Cursor as in the guiding path. I'm gonna need a little bit more confirmation when I get into the second listen and watch of the lyrics here. But right away, guys, this is hard. This is up there with Period, hands down. It's like really close. Cursor, so up in my alley in terms of taste, yet things are so unpredictable in this one. It has that emotional factor to it. It has those that really hits you in the feels that I'm such a sucker for, and it feels genuine. Most importantly, sure, you can have a sad song, you could have an emotional song, but at the end of the day, what carries the song a lot and what makes the song or breaks the song is the voices behind the song, the vocals, the vocal work. And I just feel like the delivery is just so genuine in this. And it's always genuine when it comes to Perplekiss' songs that hit that very more so, you know, sad or sentimental or bittersweet side of things, or hopeful side of things, of how they do things. But wow, we're gonna get back into it again now. Strumming of the guitar, and then the piano chords starting with Chaein. After feeling the trembling that stopped for a moment. In a world full of lies, I cover myself up. It's a cold, hard world out there. Seriously. There's a lot of lies in this world, and it's hard to accept it. It's hard to accept it. My empty feelings, so relatable. There are moments in our lives where we do feel a mixture of feelings, or just one feeling, or where it's at that point where it's like you feel empty straight up. What I really loved how this was mixed and mastered. You hear the strumming more so like left side, right? But that strumming of that acoustic guitar, a little bit of the acoustic guitar works more so on the right side. Then never seen myself before, never felt passion, that drive. You can feel it. You can hear it in Swan's delivery here. You can hear it by all the members. But I love how it picks up with Swan here. The vocal layering. Then not going by herself. As if I'm broken. Whew. It just rips you apart, man. Like, come on. This is the type of song where you're willing to wait every second, every minute for that breakthrough moment. This is one of those songs, okay? Still to this day, I don't understand people who like listen a couple seconds and disregard a song and say, hey, it's a bad song, and people who just skip, you know, the song and then listen to some part and then they're done. They just skip and then they call it a day. But for me, oh, Cursor, it goes crazy like this with this post-chorus. Hiding in lies, a lost cursor. See what I'm saying? I feel like it's sort of depicting this like compass of ourselves and like a lost cursor, you know? Where are we gonna drag our cursor? Where are we gonna we're gonna go with it, you know, in this world of lies and all this this pain and all. From the epic drums, you know, to the hi-hats, to the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So impactful and emotional manner, and also so memorable upon first listen. I just don't know how Purple-Kiss can continue to do this throughout their many albums, guys. So I want to bring it back for Yuki's rap lines, and especially these lines are by her, right? But most importantly, we gotta give it to Chaein and Yuki, but also Dave with Chaein on the composing side. And what I really love, you know, when it breaks down in this post-chorus right here, you solely only hear Dosi. And then when we bring it to Yuki, what's cool about this moment here, there's this rewind effects going on here, and then it brings it to Yuki with the constant piano and drum kit work. The piano chords. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, I need to break down the lyrics here for Yuki, most importantly. Yeah. Me looking back, the cold wind passes me. I feel like I'm alone in this world. Wow. I wish the flowers could bloom, so where they are now. The feelings I've forgotten. See, not only tackling the part of having those empty feelings, just to be feeling empty, but not remembering those feelings that I went through because it's been so difficult, it's been so rough. Feelings I've forgotten. Even if I turn back, I look at myself. I can't be consoled. I look at myself. Oh my goodness, that point in life, that self-questioning, you know. I look at myself. It's hard. It's hard. I even can't be consoled. And it's crazy to think about, you know. Throughout this listen, I was talking about music consoling us, and Cursor's doing that. so soulful with it, so powerful, yet beautiful within the delivery. But then I want to pay attention to the lyrics near the end of the song because I missed it upon first listen. Now we get more of these lighter sounding guitar sounds or works here. But what I really digged here is like it went from swan, the drums and just the guitar, the strumming. Now if this is what I'm seeing what I'm hearing or believe in this, because sometimes lyric videos can go completely wrong with in terms of who's singing what, but Chaein and Ire here. Wow. Everything will be confirmed when I get into the live clip. Then just the instrumental break. And how it ends with OC at the end there, yeah, okay, I gotta find the song here to give actually full credit where credit is due, even on the arranging side. Okay, yeah, so we have Dave as well on the arranging side. Lee Ju-young, Kwon Suk-hong, wow, shout out to them, phenomenal. What I really liked about that instrumental break, right? The instrumental break. Let's just go glance past there real quick. What's crazy is I've never heard a song that has a bridge with one line and then it hits you so hard with the instrumental break with the... Because this is the bridge, right? And before that... Before this is obviously not a bridge, right? We've heard those lines before, and then here, this moment I was thinking like, you know, Chaein, like an Ire combo. But the way... I still miss my young lost heart. Oh, yeah, the one-liner and then boom. The muted drum kits and the electronic elements in the forefront in terms of the mastering of it. Beautiful. Literally perfection to my ears. I'm saying it right now. Prepare to see this on my top 22 by the end of this year. Top 20, 2022, 22 B-sides of 2022. Sorry. Yeah, Cursor's just that song. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. For me, it's so up my alley in terms of taste, and it's just so beautiful, and I love the message and meaning behind the song. But to break things down and not prolong this for too long, I really loved that performance video for their intro track, Intro Illusion, hearing that vocal work, but also hearing that rap as well. But then I do think it really sets up the title track really well. But when we first heard oh my gosh, I really love the clear meaning that we need to listen towards. Oh my gosh, is like you do you do me, you know what I'm saying, and that proposing that question, like why are you showing off, you know, and all. Pretty Psycho, wow, that song, another song that's in its own league right there, and Nago and Yuki in the works. But I forgot to mention, shout out to Chaein, oh my gosh, for that composing and lyrics for oh my gosh. Pretty Psycho, it's a song that is more than well deserved that can be promoted, and it makes sense why they ended up going on live stages with it. Joah, even though it may seem repetitive arrangement wise, it's not. It actually sticks really well, and if I go through that song again, I will definitely wait for that sort of rapid fire cannon, not too long, like a rapid sing rap coming from Yuki, right? And then we had Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me. Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me, and I thought that was gonna be the end all of things of my favorite B-side, but Cursor happened. Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me. Love the message in the song and how it tackles different sides and perspectives of the message. And Yuki, gotta give it to her for her lines in that one, and it surprised me a lot how bright sounding it was, how uplifting it, consoling it was. Cursor, Chaein, Yuki solely on the lyrics, but Chaein with Dave on the composing side. A phenomenal masterpiece, 10 out of 10. I said what I said for that song. If I continue again, I'd probably go on for 10 more minutes about that song, or any other songs if we wanted to. But all in all, my favorites to break it down, memeM, title track wise, still my favorite. I can understand why they promoted it, but it's debatable. You could see, honestly, Pretty Psycho or memeM being the title. I'm sure they went through the boardroom and had to go through the tracks and say, it's either this one or this one, and came down to a vote or something, you know? At the end of the day, I don't know how it always works. But I think B-side wise, I'm gonna have to go Cursor. Pretty Psycho and Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me are on the same level, special and beautiful in their own ways. But if we got a Hate Me, Hurt Me, Love Me performance, it might be slightly higher than Pretty Psycho, but I really love Pretty Psycho for what it is. And then I would have to go Oh My Gosh with Joah. I love them in the same type of levels. Maybe a little bit of Oh My Gosh more. But all in all, a no skip album, 10 out of 10, dare I say, 11 out of 10, masterpiece of an album. And if I were to do like my top 22 mini or just albums in general of 2022, memeM's gonna be there. I'm serious, guys. From what I heard, lyrics, what I saw in terms of lyrics, vocal delivery, rap from Yuki, how we got a good amount of Joah, Ire, and Dosi in this era throughout the B-sides. Dosi really wrecking me, especially, and hearing more of that confidence coming from Joah in one particular track, but also hearing how, even though the arrangement is not complex with it, the instrumental breaks that are done, especially in Cursor, the how amount of lines are being done, the follow through, that interjection in that one song that I was talking about, with Joah and all that stuff, and how they complement each other. Everything was considered top notch from top to bottom, down bottom to the top, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you made it this far, please consider to put a like on this video, as it helps out the channel so much. And I just love doing this at the end of the day, show my love for Perplekiss. I've said that in time and time again since pre-debut days, and now finally as Perplekiss as a whole, and for future comebacks as well. If they come through with a reality show this summer, you already know I'm gonna pick it up again. But anything variety or more covers, be sure to let me know. It's hard to keep up with K-pop these days, especially with a lot of debuts, new artists, and such. And being a multi-stan, of course. But yeah, be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps out the channel so much. Just warms my heart connecting with y'all about Purple Kiss in the comment section down below. But as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are, fellow Plories. Take care. This has been Garrison as always, and peace.